Hola clase. In this page, which is a continuation of the previous unit on vacations, we will look at the vocabulary relating to months, seasons, and weather. So los meses, 12 months, just like in our Gregorian calendar in English. One thing to note is that Spanish uses lowercase for the months when they're within a sentence. So on a calendar itself, it would probably be capitalized, but once it's used in a sentence, it's lowercase. When telling dates, we use primero for the first of the month. Any first of the month is primero, just as in English, the first. But from the second day on, we use normal cardinal numbers. El 2 de marzo, el 30 de mayo. So English keeps the ordinal numbers throughout, first, second, third, fourth, but Spanish uses the ordinal only for the first, and then it switches to counting numbers, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so those are two things for you to keep in mind as you study the months. Lowercase and counting numbers for all the days other than the first. Bien. So then we have las estaciones, seasons, las estaciones, also called temporada. And same 4 seasons, invierno, primavera, verano, otoño. But also in some areas, especially around the equator, countries may only have 2 seasons, a dry season and a rainy season. So temporada o estación seca, temporada o estación lluviosa. And in those countries, it may rain for several months and then be without rain for several months at a time. Bien, and then talking about weather, Spanish uses several structures to talk about weather. Hace plus a noun is very common. So hace frío, hace calor, hace buen tiempo, mal tiempo, etc. We also use estar plus an adjective. Está nublado, por ejemplo, está nublado. We also use some verbs on their own, nevar and llover, nieva, llueve. Bien, and we can also use the progressive form that we learned, that we will be learning later in this module, estar plus ando or yendo, está lloviendo, está nevando. We would use these to describe the weather as it's happening. So for instance, let's say it's snowing in Massachusetts, we would say está nevando in Massachusetts. Bien, está nevando. When talking about weather in general, for instance, weather in Phoenix during the summer, we would say hace mucho sol, hace mucho calor. Bien. Talking about winter in Chicago, we would say, for instance, hace muy mal tiempo, hace viento, hace frío, nieva. Bien. So practice this vocabulary thinking about modeled places like Vermont in the fall, or Chicago in the winter, or Yuma or Phoenix in the summer, and practice what weather conditions you might find during that season in those places. Again, practice these on Quizlet. It's a lot of vocabulary. And then do your exercises. ¿Está bien? Hasta luego, clase.